The untold truth about Ademola Lookman, the reject who shattered Europe. Imagine scoring a historic hat-trick to break a mythical 51-game unbeaten streak on the grandest European stage, only to be publicly criticised by your own manager months later and forced to pack your bags for a completely new country. This is the shocking reality for Ademola Lookman, the footballing nomad who conquered Europe with Atalanta only to find himself pushed out of Italy in a sudden twist of fate. Long before he was a household name, this lethal forward was an afterthought in the Premier League, an unpolished diamond moving from loan to loan while critics labelled him a permanent misfit. The story begins in the densely populated urban sprawl of Wandsworth, London, where a young boy born to Nigerian parents faced a harsh, unforgiving environment wrapped in structural poverty. Money was incredibly scarce in the household, forcing young Ademola to rely on absolute faith and raw passion as he kicked a scuffed football against concrete walls until his shoes wore completely through. His mother worked multiple exhausting jobs just to put basic food on the table, and there were many dark nights where the family had to eat by candlelight because the electricity meter had run completely empty. Amidst this silent struggle, the boy found his ultimate sanctuary on the asphalt cages of South London, refining a blistering, unpredictable style of street football that would eventually define his future. He did not have the luxury of a glamorous academy pedigree or expensive coaching, meaning every single drop of sweat on those rugged pitch surfaces was fueled by an intense, desperate desire to rescue his family from financial despair. As the grueling teenage years arrived, the struggle to find a professional breakthrough intensified into a race against time itself. While other top-tier prospects were already signed to multi-million-pound Premier League setups, Lookman was still playing for a small, obscure amateur Sunday league side called Waterloo at the relatively late age of 16. The turning point arrived like a flash of lightning during an ordinary trial match against Charlton Athletic, where his explosive speed and breathtaking close control instantly mesmerised the watching academy scouts. He signed for Charlton in 2014 and rapidly accelerated through the youth ranks, making his highly anticipated professional debut in late 2015 and scoring his first senior goal just a few weeks later. A high-profile £11 million transfer to Everton quickly followed in January 2017, leading to a dream Premier League debut where he scored a sensational goal as a late substitute in a historic 4-0 demolition of Manchester City. However, the initial euphoria quickly evaporated as successive managers doubted his tactical discipline, forcing the frustrated teenager into an unstable cycle of loans and permanent moves to RB Leipzig, Fulham, and Leicester City. He faced severe psychological testing during these nomadic years, famously enduring a devastating low point when a chipped Panenka penalty failure in the 98th minute against West Ham led to widespread public mockery. True greatness is never forged in comfort, and the ultimate transformation of this resilient forward began the moment he stepped foot in Italy. In the summer of 2022, Italian side Atalanta took a calculated gamble on his career, and under the strict, uncompromising guidance of manager Gian Piero Gasperini, the forward finally exploded into a world-class superstar. He re-established himself as a lethal offensive weapon, terrorizing Italian defenses and finishing his debut Serie A campaign as the club's top goalscorer with 13 crucial strikes. Simultaneously, he made the monumental decision to switch his international allegiance from England to Nigeria, instantly becoming a national hero for the Super Eagles at the Africa Cup of Nations where his crucial goals propelled the nation forward. The absolute pinnacle of his career arrived in May 2024 during the UEFA Europa League final in Dublin against a seemingly invincible Bayer Leverkusen side. In 90 minutes of pure, unadulterated footballing perfection, Lookman scored a historic, breathtaking hat-trick to secure Atalanta's first-ever European trophy, single-handedly ending Leverkusen's legendary 51-game unbeaten run and becoming the first player to score a treble in a single-match European final since 1975. This spectacular, career-defining masterclass earned him the prestigious crown of CAF African Footballer of the Year, cementing his status among the elite icons of global football. Yet, football is a volatile business where loyalty can dissolve in the blink of an eye. Despite his legendary status in Bergamo, relations with the club hierarchy and coaching staff became severely strained after a high-profile missed penalty and internal disagreements over his future during the 2024-2025 season. As the winter transfer window of 2026 approached, the rumour mill reached a frantic fever pitch with massive clubs like Fenerbahce offering astronomical wages, but it was Spanish giants Atlético Madrid who won the intense battle. On February 1, 2026, a blockbuster transfer agreement worth a reported £30.3 million was finalised, sending the dynamic forward to the Riyadh Air Metropolitano on a long-term contract until June 2030. Working under the fierce, demanding philosophy of manager Diego Simeone, he made an instant, earth-shattering impact by scoring on his debut during a commanding 5-0 Copa del Rey victory over Real Betis, which marked the milestone 100th goal of his professional career. Just 2 months later, in April 2026, he rose to the occasion once again by scoring a vital goal against Barcelona in the UEFA Champions League quarter-finals, helping Atletico Madrid secure a dramatic aggregate victory to reach the semi-finals for the first time since 2017. Today, in the vibrant footballing landscape of mid-2026, Ademola Lookman stands proudly as one of the most feared and versatile forwards in La Liga, proving to every single doubter that a boy from the concrete cages of London could conquer England, Germany, Italy, and Spain through sheer defiance and an unstoppable will to win. From a forgotten substitute to a European centurion and a modern Atletico Madrid icon, his cinematic journey remains an inspiring testament to the power of resilience.